I'll tell you the story of Amara, but I need you to listen carefully because if you were in her place, I'm not sure you would make the same choice she did. That night, the river didn't just overflow, it erased a life. The door slammed open so hard it hit the wall. Water rushed in instantly. Amara, move! Her father shouted, grabbing her arm as the floor disappeared beneath them. The house trembled. The night roared. Rain pounded like it was trying to break the world apart. Her mother was crying. We're losing it. We're losing everything. Her father turned back toward the door. I'll get the bag. No. Her mother screamed. Forget it. But it was too late. The river had already found its way inside. Amara's feet slipped. Her grip tightened. Mama, I'm here, her mother said, pulling her close. Then the current hit them. Hard. Too fast. Her father lunged forward. Hold on. Don't let go. But the water didn't listen. Amara felt her mother's hand slipping. Mama, no! Amara, her father shouted. And then, nothing. Silence swallowed everything. By morning, the river was calm again. The same river that took her parents now moved like it had done nothing at all. At 13, Amara stood alone. At the burial, she didn't cry. Not because she didn't feel anything, but because it felt like everything inside her had gone quiet. Then her uncle arrived. Uncle Dyke didn't hug her, didn't comfort her. He looked around the compound, nodding slowly, calculating. These things, they don't belong to you, he said flatly. You're too young to manage anything. Amara looked at him confused. But your father is gone, he cut in. I'll take responsibility. Responsibility. That was the word he used when he took everything. The house, the land, the money. And Amara, she went with it. The first morning in his house, she was woken by a loud knock. Get up, her aunt barked. Do you think this is your father's house? Amara sat up slowly. I can help. You will help, her aunt snapped. Start with the water. Buckets are outside. That became her life. Every day started before the sun, fetching water, cooking, cleaning, working in the fields until her hands hurt so much she couldn't close them properly. Her cousins watched her like she was entertainment. One afternoon, as she struggled to carry a heavy bucket, one of them laughed. Look at her, village slave. I'm not, Amara started. You're nothing. Another one cut in. If your parents were alive, maybe you'd still matter. That one hit deeper than anything else. She stopped talking after that, stopped explaining, stopped hoping. One evening, she accidentally dropped a plate. It shattered on the floor. The entire room went silent. Her uncle stood up slowly. Amara's heart started racing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. The first slap came before she finished speaking. Useless girl, he shouted. I said I'm sorry. Another hit, and another. Not anger, not discipline, control. That night, Amara lay on the floor staring into the darkness. Her body hurt, but something else hurt more, something deeper. And in that silence, she made a decision. She wasn't going to die there. When the house finally fell asleep, Amara stood up quietly. No bag, no shoes, nothing to carry, nothing to remind her. She stepped outside. The night air was cold. For a moment she hesitated. Then she walked. And she didn't look back. The city didn't welcome her. Port Harcourt was loud, fast, and unforgiving. The first night, she slept near a broken building, crawled into herself as mosquitoes buzzed around her ears. The second night, she found scraps behind a food stall. The third night, she almost gave up. Her stomach burned with hunger. Her legs felt weak. People walked past her like she didn't exist. Please, she whispered once, but no one stopped. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. She learned quickly how to stay out of trouble, how to move unnoticed, how to survive. Then one day, the woman at the food stall saw her again. You again? The woman said, frowning. Amara nodded. You keep coming here. Why? I'm hungry, Amara said quietly. The woman studied her for a moment. You want to walk? Amara didn't hesitate. Yes, wash those plates. That was it. That was the beginning. Amara walked without complaining. Morning till night. Her hands stayed in water so long they wrinkled and cracked. But she didn't stop. She watched everything. How customers spoke, how money was counted, how food was prepared. One day the woman asked, why do you look at everything like that? Amara replied softly, because I won't be here forever. The woman smirked. We'll see. At night, Amara found old books people threw away. She read under dim light, slowly, carefully, teaching herself what she had lost. Years passed. The girl who once begged for leftovers started saving small money, small amounts at first, then more, then enough. I want to try something, she told the woman one day. What kind of something? A small stall. The woman looked at her, surprised. Then she nodded. You've earned it. The stall was tiny, but it was hers. She worked harder than ever. Longer hours, less sleep, more risk. Customers came. Some stayed, some returned, and slowly it grew. The stall became a shop. The shop became a restaurant. The restaurant became something people talked about. Have you heard of Amara's place? Her food is different. She's going far. And she did. But she never forgot. Back in the village, things were changing. Uncle Dyke lost money, bad deals, wrong choices, pride. Don't worry, he told his sons. I'll recover it. But he didn't. The land went first, then the savings, then the respect. Finally, sickness came. Slow, expensive, unforgiving. His son sat around one evening, frustrated. What do we do now? One asked. Another sighed. We're on our own. Life had turned, quietly, completely. Years later, a black SUV drove into the village. People gathered instantly. Who is that? Some rich person. The door opened, and Amara stepped out. The same girl they once ignored, now impossible to ignore. Her uncle looked up slowly. His eyes widened. Amara? She said nothing. Her cousins approached her, hesitant. Amara, please, one of them said. We need help. She looked at them carefully. These were the same voices, different tone, same faces. Her uncle coughed weakly. I I didn't expect. She raised her hand slightly. He stopped talking. Silence filled the space. Everything she had been through stood right in front of her. The hunger, the pain, the nights she cried alone. She could walk away. She could leave them exactly how they left her. And honestly, no one would question it. She took a deep breath. Then she spoke. I'll help. They froze, not expecting it. But listen carefully, she continued. This is not forgiveness without change. Her cousins nodded quickly. Anything, anything, we'll do anything. I'll pay for the treatment, she said, glancing at her uncle. And I'll support you, but not like before. You will work, you will build, you will not depend on me. Tears filled one of their eyes. Thank you. She didn't smile. She didn't celebrate. She simply chose not to become them. Later, she stood by the river again. The same river, same sound, different person. They took everything from me once, she said quietly, but they don't get to take who I became. The water moved gently, like it always had. Now, think about this for a second. If you were Amara, after everything they did to you, would you have helped them? Or would you have walked away? Be honest. Drop your answer in the comments. And if this story kept you watching till the end, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Because stories like this don't just entertain, they stay with you.